Once you get that first yes, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is actually crazy. Like, this works. Hello, and welcome back to the Pay to Travel podcast. Today, I kind of want to break down how to travel for free on your next trip. The first way that you can travel for free or get paid to travel is by working with hotels or Airbnbs. If you haven't listened to the episode where I interview my friend Emma, who is a full-time Airbnb content creator, go listen to that episode. It is truly amazing and will just give you so much insight into how to work with Airbnbs and kind of what that looks like. That was, I believe it's episode 12 or 13. So go give that a listen. And working with hotels and Airbnbs as a UGC creator, I will say transparently, it's not that difficult to get a free stay. Like, it really isn't. Some of my very first UGC deals ever were with Airbnbs, campsites, hotels, but it's harder to get paid. And the reason I say this is just because you really need to know how to position yourself as a creator, first of all, and also because a lot of Airbnbs and hotels, they have just a much more like professional, curated vibe. And let's say an Airbnb wants photos for their listing. That's going to be more on the end of like professional photography and not as much UGC. But that's not to say that there's not space for UGC in this world. It just means that you're also going to be up against professional photographers and videographers that I would say Airbnbs and hotels have more traditionally worked with in this industry. And so you just need to know how to position yourself, which is convincing them of the value of social media content. Because that's really what you're creating for these stays is social media content. So when you pitch a hotel or Airbnb, basically what you're going to do is introduce yourself, compliment the hotel, compliment the Airbnb. Was there something that you loved about it? Tell them in the pitch. You can find the Airbnb owner's name. Throw that in the pitch. Anything like personalized to help you stand out, do it. If you have a connection to that area or anything like that, throw that in there. And then you're going to let them know what you do as UGC creators. So your services, basically you create UGC social media videos for them to use on their social media. And then what I like to do is send kind of like a mood board or some video ideas. So basically go to TikTok and then look up like viral and then whatever is similar to that place you're saying. So like viral beach cottage in Florida or viral mountain home, Colorado, right? So you want to look up viral videos that are similar to the property that you're pitching. And you're going to send those to them and be like, look what this place did. We can create something similar, see how well this did for them on social media, and then kind of help portray that value to them in like, this will help increase bookings. This helps increase followers, which just raises awareness of your stay. So you want to hit on the value that you're providing to them and not just being like, I can provide videos for your social media. What is the actual end game there? It's awareness of their stay and bookings. Like, that's the bottom line. That's what they want. So you need to hit on how what you're offering them can achieve that goal for them. You can pitch hotels, Airbnbs over Instagram. You can go to their website and find their email and email them. And then basically you're just going to send them your pitch. So you're going to send all of that in an email and then either ask for a free stay in exchange for some content, or you can send over some rates and packages. Don't send that in the initial email, but like if they reply and are interested in working with you, that's kind of up to you if you want to try to negotiate and get paid for that stay, or if you're fine doing a trade for stay in exchange for content. So that is one of the first ways that you can travel for free, is just getting free accommodation. And again, you're just creating video and photo content for their social media. Another way that you can get paid to travel is by working with tourism boards and tour companies. So a tourism board is like Visit California, Visit Denver, right? So these are literally government entities that are tasked with increasing tourism to their destination. And many of these have social media profiles. They run ad campaigns. They're literally like a business. So their goal as a business is to get more people to travel to their destination. And you can work with tourism boards as an Airbnb creator to create social media and ad content for them. So basically, same idea here as pitching like Airbnbs and hotels. You would just send them a pitch either on Instagram or find an email on the website and send them over a pitch of what you can do for them, some content ideas, and how that is going to translate to their bottom line, which is more people traveling to their destination and awareness of their destination. So this can be tourism boards, or it can also be like tour companies. So boat tours, zipline excursions, horseback riding tours, ATV tours, like things where people are paying for an experience. You can pitch these sorts of tour companies, again, over on Instagram or finding an email on their website, and then creating content for their social media. It's not that hard to get like a free experience and just provide them with like some photos for social media or like a reel. So that's pretty cool, because honestly, a lot of those experiences can be like $150 a person. So if you're going with a partner, it's like, cool, you get those for free. That's $300 you saved on your vacation, for you to just take some footage while you're out there and then turn it into a reel for them. So that can be pretty cool. So tourism boards, tour companies. And then the third way is by working with brands. Pitching brands for a specific trip or location is one of my favorite ways to pitch, because you are sending them a very specific idea and kind of like a curated vision of the kind of content that you create for them in this place. So same idea of the other pitches that we talked about. You basically want to paint the picture for them of what kind of content you could create in this place. And this stands out from just the everyday average pitch, because you're actually like pitching something with substance. Like there's actually a vision to it and you're bringing an idea to them. And I've found that that can be really successful. So being like, hey, I'm going on this beach trip to Mexico 2 months from now, and I would love to shoot content for your waterproof jewelry brand. Here are some like ideas and concepts that I had in mind. I would love to like create this for your brand. So really painting the picture for them of what that content will look like when you're at that location. And this is where you can really get money. So like paid to travel. I would say it's definitely easier to get brands to pay you than maybe like tourism boards or hotels and Airbnbs, especially as a beginner. So with brands, it's just really great to like send them package options. So it's like, hey, I'm going to this location. You're going to want a lot of content while I'm here. Let me do, 8 videos for you, and I'll shoot like 10 photos. And that's where you can really make money with traveling, because I feel like for the most part, it's not really worth it to do like exchanges for product in general, but mostly like if you're traveling, because that's just a hassle, and then you have to work on vacation for what? A product. And so for me, I wouldn't really work with a brand on a trip unless I'm getting paid to do it. And so you can just send over some packages of content, and then you have a free stay. You have some free tours lined up, and you're getting paid, $1,000, $2,000 to shoot content for a brand or two. That's literally it. Like, that is how you get paid to travel. You can literally sit down and send all of these pitches to like hotels and brands in a week, 2 weeks, And I would start pitching probably like 2 months prior to your vacation, just so brands have time to like negotiate, send you the product, come up with the script ideas, and just gives you ample time to prepare for that. It really is that simple. It's just about positioning your worth, pitching places until you get those yeses, and negotiating with brands to pay you for that content while you are on the trip. I recently had a student in my UGC accelerator. She sent out 20 pitches to hotels, and these were her first ever pitches for stays. And she got 2 yeses right off the bat. And then she got 2 free hotel stays for a trip that she was going on. It just goes to show, like, it can be that easy. Like, she didn't have a fully built out portfolio. She didn't have a ton of travel content examples. This was just her reaching out to these stays on Instagram and them saying yes. Like, it really is that simple. And this is why I love UGC, because it really just has so many loopholes in so many different areas of life. Like, you get to travel for free, you get a bunch of free products, you get paid by dream brands that you want to work with. So whether you want this to be your full-time job, or whether you just want to get a free vacation here and there, whether you want to just have some side income, UGC is super flexible, and truly the possibilities are endless. And let me just repeat, it's not that hard to get into. Like, it's not as hard as you think, and I promise you that. I want you to, like, maybe just challenge yourself. Like, think about your next trip that you're going on. Do you have a place booked yet? No? Try pitching 20 hotels. Reach out to 20 Airbnbs. Like, why not? The worst that's going to happen is they're going to say no, and then you're going to be like, okay, maybe I'll pitch 20 more. It's honestly kind of addicting. And once you get that first yes, you're going to be like, holy shit, this is actually crazy. Like, this works. It just takes some confidence in yourself. Put yourself out there. Try it. Be okay with the first couple rejections. And I promise you, if you stick with it, this can be something that you can use years down the line to get free stuff and to get paid to create fun videos on your phone. I hope this episode was helpful. Kind of just wanted to do a breakdown of, like, how are we actually traveling for free? How are we getting paid to travel out here? And this is kind of a good overview of that process and kind of what it means to get paid to travel. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone. If you want to become a UGC creator and get paid to travel, then my UGC Accelerator is for you. Fast track your UGC career with over 40 video trainings, live weekly Q&A calls, and direct access to me as your UGC coach. You'll get personalized feedback, accountability, and a proven 3-month roadmap to start getting paid UGC deals. Plus, an active community of over 100 other creators also on their UGC journeys. Some students have earned over $2,000 in UGC deals within weeks. And I have students like Lene, who quit her nannying job just 4 months after starting the program because of UGC. Or Katie, who's made over $12,000 in her first few months of pitching. Plus, there's a no-brainer guarantee. If you don't make back your investment in the program, I'll give you a full refund. So, if you're ready to take UGC seriously, click the link in the description to learn more.